Hello. Today I was going to be doing some meat preparation, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to use the fillet knife and the chef knife that I've recently created and posted. So I'll just go ahead and get into it. This one is the 7-inch fillet knife. It's rigid. I've already washed my hands and washed the knives and stuff, but here we go. So I intend on making a tenderloin roast this evening, so I'm going to just use this to kind of trim off some of the fat before we put the seasoning and everything on. These knives are extremely sharp, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to just kind of show how well they work. You can see, maybe you can't see, but as I'm trimming it, it's just peeling off. I'm not putting any pressure on it. I'm just using the sharpness of the knife. Nice clean cuts. You can see that came off without any issues at all. I wasn't pressing down real hard. You can see that I'm just using the weight of the meat and just the sharpness of the blade, and it's coming right off. If I really wanted to do a hard cut, I could just do like that. Comes right off. I'm getting ready to do some beef jerky also, so I'll be able to show you some slices and things like that. Right now I'm just trimming up this tenderloin a little bit. That other piece I took off will be used for stew meat. But I think this works real well for this type of thing. So taking off that little extra membrane layer so that I can get into it when I season it. So I'm going to do a couple cross cuts here so that I don't know if you can see how I'm not pressing into it. It's just opening up real nice, right? And then we'll go the other way so I can lay my seasoning in there, and I'll have a good presentation when it comes out of the oven. Alright, so there's our cross cuts. I think that's all we're going to do on that one. Alright, so we'll set that one aside, set this one aside, and then this is what I'm going to use to make my beef jerky out of. Now, some people like to leave that fat on there for beef jerky. I do not. So I will just trim that out also. See how nicely that knife just goes through there. No problems at all. So there's that one. Fillet knife. We'll set this one over here. And then this is the chef's knife that I made. This is a French style chef knife. This one's made out of 8670 high carbon steel. I did something a little different with the chef knife. It's not as rigid as some chef's knives are. As you can see, it's got a real good flex. It comes back to shape. But this one's extremely sharp. It's very, very thin, and it cuts with, I'm not gonna even put pressure on it. I'm just gonna push it across, and it cuts effortlessly. This is good for fine work too, if you want to do thin vegetables. You can see nice thin piece of meat there. This thing just flies right through it, no problems at all. There's no real work to it. I'll do a rock cut now where I just kind of rock through the meat. And you can see, even with that, it was right through it. But that's not how you slice meat. You slice meat in a sawing motion, and it comes right off. Just nice, thin strips. This thing's beautiful to use. It's hard to get an idea through pictures and description on some of this stuff, but sometimes in a video it helps to see it actually work. So I'll do a diagonal cut with this. Just shaves it right off, no problem. So these knives are phenomenal use for just about everything. I try to make them purpose built. So if you wanted something that had a little bit thicker edge geometry to it for like boning and chopping ribs and stuff like that, I have those available, or I can make them per order to you. But there's that one. I'll go ahead and grab this other fillet knife here. So this is a 9-inch fillet knife, but you can use this in the kitchen just the same. But yeah, it's the same principle. Weight of the knife, it just cuts right through with ease. You know, you get nice, even, clean cuts. The fillet and fish knife series are all made out of Nitro V. I don't know if any of you have seen my earlier videos, but Nitro V is an alloy that's made for corrosion resistance and edge retention. So it has the corrosion resistance properties of stainless steel, but it has the edge retention properties of a high carbon steel. This is a fantastic metal. I don't currently have any of these in the Flex series. This one's kind of like a semi-flex, but it doesn't really flex that much. Those are to come. Those are a little bit more work to produce, but I have a feeling I'll be doing those very, very soon. As you can see, this just, it cuts through that meat without any problem at all. I'll do a little diagonal cut with this one too. As you can see, just straight. See how easy it just comes off? Nice and easy, nice thin strips. Just shaving it. So anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to drop a question in the comments, or you can message me directly on Working Class Knife and Tool on Facebook, which is probably where you're seeing this video, because that's the only place I have at the moment. But anyway, fillet knives, Nitro V steel, corrosion resistant, high edge retention of high carbon. Chef's knife, 8670 high carbon steel. The edge retention on this thing is amazing. This is super lightweight. I can make them heavier if you like them heavier. It really is up to the individual. You know, you can buy what I have, or you can call me or message me, and we can figure something out. All right. So I appreciate your interest. Thanks for watching this short video. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.